Rolling Mike. Back in D.C.
Back in D.C. Had a great time in Atlanta this weekend. Chris Tucker Celebrity Golf Tournament. Absolutely fantastic time.
I know that was funny on the golf course with him.
Yeah, it was fabulous. Stedman Graham, civil rights pioneer Bob Brown. They were in my group. Had a good time.
Did you win?
With those guys? We did. We shot 10 under. Did not win.
Okay.
But it was had a good time there.
You shot 10 under and you did not win?
Oh, no. First of all, you shoot 10 under in one of these golf tournaments. No. 17, 18, 22 under always wins. So,
okay.
Winning 2 under? The pros don't do that.
No.
30 under if you're playing with my brother. I heard
you got to remember, best ball, you got a stacked team. No, you can shoot that. You can shoot that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can shoot that.
I don't understand the game, so go ahead.
Gotcha. Well, it was a great time at all. My next guest, he does understand it. He's one of my golf buddies here in Washington, D.C. Folks were shocked, absolutely shocked this weekend with the news that Andrew Luck, 7 years, starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, announced his retirement. He said simply, bottom line is the injuries were just draining on him and is walking away from the game. Fans booed him off the field Friday. That was insulting. And I said, you know what? People really don't understand the reality of the locker room and what players go through. And so Brian Mitchell spent 13 years, Washington Redskins, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, and knows it well. He joins us right now. Of course, a top sports talk show radio host in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And Brian, when you heard Luck talk about the injuries, the being in a constant state of pain and rehab, it sort of reminded me when Derrick Rose was talking about retirement, because it was just, back to injury after injury. He said it was just he was in a state of mental depression.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I was shocked, and I'm still shocked that he walked away from it, though. But I think today guys could walk away from the game a lot easier than guys did in the past.
Right.
They got a lot more. But the quarterback, you never hear of quarterbacks leaving this game, and all the rules are there to protect them. And Andrew, he's dealt with his shoulder, he dealt with his ankle, and all the different things going on now. But you look at guys like a Cam Newton and Peyton Manning, who fought back to come back from his neck. I understand, but then again, I'm confused as to why, because I know in this game, the strong survive. Your guys, pain is a part of it. And I'll be honest with you, I just got to the part where it was a part of it. It never got me to the point like that, but I've heard a lot of guys say, it was too much for him.
But you also have, and one of the things that we've heard, first of all, here is a guy who is the son of an NFL quarterback, whose dad, Oliver Luck, played in the NFL for the Houston Oilers and other teams, and then his dad is an executive of the XFL. Here you have, he went to Stanford, and look, I mean, this is a guy who he doesn't actually need it. When you talk about the amount of money one makes, that also plays a part of it. But it was interesting listening to him talk about how he said he simply lost the love to play football.
Yeah. That right there, when you get to that point, you're done. And I know in this situation here in D.C. where Trent Williams had the medical stuff, and I've said it over and over again, if you lose the love or you lose trust in people that are trying to get you prepared to go and play, it's over. Because that's the hardest thing in the world. You put your body through torture, and then you have people you don't trust. And in this situation, if you don't love it anymore, you hear guys saying guys playing for the love of the game or they playing for the love of money. It's hard as hell to go out there for the love of money when you have to battle all the different injuries that you deal with.
Well, Brian Brian and Roland, are you surprised that they're going to let him keep his bonus money and not demand it back like they have, for other people like Michael Vick and Barry Sanders?
Right.
That right there, I'm thoroughly surprised at, because when it happened, I was like, the question I was wondering is how are people going to view it? And because so many times when an African-American player retires, does something, people say, oh, they quitter. Right. But no, I've heard a lot of support for him from the same people that were calling other people quitters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that we know how the world is. And Andrew Luck, if he was any other quarterback, believe me, they would have been asking for that money back.
Yeah. But you know what, Brian? I really think that they think he's going to take a year off. He'll heal. And
that was my
back.
question. Do you
I do. I think so.
Well, I'll say this: if you start thinking retirement, you retire. You know, and the players in that locker room, they don't get a chance to go sit home for a year and keep their money and come back. You know, and I know a lot of guys are going to say the right things. They're going to say the public answer to a lot of stuff. But a lot of them are like, why wait till now? Why didn't you do this earlier?
And
You know what I
why
mean?
do you think it happened? I mean, he's standing on the sidelines and then comes out and says, "I'm retiring." That just seemed, that whole thing just seemed very strange to me. And I'm not taking anything
strange.
away from him, but
No, because the thing of it, guys go into battle together. You know, they go out there and they fight together and they pull for each other. And when they have Andrew Luck on the field, they have a chance. You know, Jacoby Brissett is a very good quarterback himself, but I don't think that they look at him the exact same way. You know, when you go through a Bill Belichick system, you got to be a very intelligent person because Bill doesn't play. But now, at this moment, a week before the season starts, I'm out. You have to.
But Brian,
all types of things now.
but when you talk about quitting, remember the brother Vontae Davis
Yeah.
who played for the Colts?
Right.
He quit at halftime. No, I mean people. He was a star cornerback, and he literally walked off the field and he said, "I'm done." And my man quit at halftime. So when you say it's in your mind, he left at halftime.
I'm not coming back out.
Hey, Brian and Roland, do you think they're going to give Colin Kaepernick a call?
Nope.
Indianapolis Colts?
No, That's not
Jay-Z
happening.
didn't give him a call.
Not Indianapolis. No.
They gave him a call.
I do think if Cam Newton is injured for an extended period of time, and the Carolina Panthers, the quarterbacks are trash. Kyle Allen and Will Greer have not done jack. I would if they go 0-4, they might pick that phone up. Brian, what do you think?
Well, I think the thing about Colin has to do more. For me, he's come out and said, well, I want to, he just shows that he's still in football shape. Does he really want to play? That's the question I ask. Because if he really wants to play, I'd go to bat for him. But if he doesn't want to play and he just want to keep the thing going, then I can't really go to bat for him.
He says he wants to play.
He's told me, Brian, he wants to play. But you think he needs to be more public? And do you think he should be doing interviews?
Yeah, I mean, whether an interview or something, but I don't need a little quick little video, because if you can, if you want to play, you play, because that situation it's been killing me for a while.
Yeah.
So you're not feeling the love regarding his love of the game and wanting to return.
See, that's my thing. The love of the game is going to exude. Does he want to play? Does he want to play because he really want to play, or he want to play just to keep the whole little issue going?
And that's coming from a Hall of Famer.
Well, folks, in Indianapolis, still stunned with Andrew Luck's retirement. And again, look, when the person says the pain is too much, that's what it is. And so,
Brett Favre on line 4.
Mitch, we appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, man.